India, last of Rafale fleet reaches India. The last of the 36 IAF Rafale aircraft landed in India after a quick en route mid-air refueling from a UAE Air Force tanker aircraft after taking off from France to reach India. A huge boost to the Indian Army. In fact, the Rafale, the last of the fleet, has now reached India at this point. 36 IAF Rafale aircraft have landed in India after a quick en route mid-air refueling from a UAE Air Force tanker aircraft right after taking off from France to reach India. Let me cut across to Abhishek Balla to give us the significance of this. Abhishek, give us a sense. The last of the Rafale fleet has now landed in India. It's really bolstering the Indian Army's prowess. Tell us a little more on the kind of might India can boast of with Rafale in its arsenal.
Well, Nabila, the journey that started in October 2019 in Mérignac, France, when the first Rafale was inducted into the Indian Air Force, is complete now. All 36 Rafale jets that were part of the deal handed over to the Indian Air Force now, which means that the two squadrons are completely operationally ready. One squadron, of course, is in Ambala and the other squadron is in Hasimara. In fact, Hasimara in West Bengal is a very critical airbase which is going to be in action today and tomorrow as the Indian Air Force carries out an exercise in the Eastern Command. And Rafale is based out of Hasimara in West Bengal, which is close to the tri-junction of India, Tibet and Bhutan. With two squadrons fully ready, it's a big boost to the Indian Air Force's air power. It means that the Indian Air Force now has modern fighter jets ready on both sectors, be it Pakistan catering to, be it Ambala catering to the Pakistan side, or Hasimara in the eastern sector taking care of any threats on the Chinese front.
All right. We've also heard Rafale has pitched for the Indian Navy. Could you elaborate a little more on that? Are we looking at an association there?
Well, there are two aircraft that are in contention as far as the maritime aircraft is concerned for the Indian Navy to be deployed on its aircraft carriers, considering that India now has two fully operational aircraft carriers and there is a talk of the third one. The Indian Navy is obviously looking to increase its numbers, its fleet, or the fighting fleet. Currently, the Indian Navy has the MiG-29Ks, which are about 40-45 in number, but certainly more required if two aircraft carriers, or maybe even the third one, has to be functional.
All right, Abhishek, thank you very much for joining us on that.